Hey guys, it's Gourmet Galaxy. Tonight we're going to be doing a breaded pork chop with chicken and garlic rice and some peas as a dessert. So we do have a couple ingredients to use for this. Where did all the ingredients just go? Let's go. Okay, there it is. I already have, you're going to take a cookie sheet. And you can either line it with parchment or aluminum foil. I lined it with aluminum foil. I have that more than I do parchment. So then you're gonna want to get 3 dishes, shallow plates, bowls. This is what I'm using. And one of the bowls, you do want to put 1/3 cup of flour into it. And then in the other one, we're gonna do an egg. And then the third one, it's going to be the seasonings. So we're going to go ahead and get all of the seasonings dried out and put into the dishes. So, oh gosh, sorry guys. In one dish, we'll go ahead and just get this egg ready to go. You just need 1 large egg. And that is it. And you're going to get that all nice and beat down. Alright. Get that all taken care of. And then now that we have our egg and our flour dipping station, I guess you could call it, we're going to go ahead and work on the seasoning portion of it. So in another one, you're going to have the panko Italian seasoning, garlic powder, pepper, and kosher salt. So panko, it does call for Parmesan cheese if you have it. If not, it's fine. I am out. I've got to get to grocery shopping. So we're just going to skip that part. But it does also call for, for chili powder. We're just going to improvise. Gonna wash these ones one moment. This is why it's always good to have more than one set of measuring spoons. Mine is on the side of my stove right now, and I can't reach it yet. While we are getting all this together, you do want your oven to be preheating at 425 degrees. So we're gonna go ahead and measure out the 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. Now instead of using the garlic powder, what I'm going to do is I have a steak and chop seasoning from Weber. And it's got salt, garlic, onion, sugar, spices, lemon. So it's got basically what it's calling for, but a little bit extra. Of course, you can always keep it out of there if you don't want it in there. I do put it in there, and then just gonna do a little bit of lemon pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of that. If you don't have chili powder, you can grab some crushed red peppers instead. 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. You're just gonna whisk it around a little bit together You're gonna make sure that your pork chops are patted nice and dry beforehand. We're gonna go ahead and grab a plate real quick. So we're just gonna pat them dry real quick. It's essential that you have them dry because otherwise it's going to cause everything to stick to it even more than what you want, and will actually cause it to not crispen up like you want it to. And we're also going to take half a teaspoon of kosher salt and season these with it now. So another one, and we're going to get it front and back on there. Evenly spread. So now that you've got that all evenly spread, this is where you're going to start getting everything through it. So you're going to start off by putting it through the flour, then from the flour, the egg, and then from the egg wash into the seasoning. Now you're going to start one pork chop at a time. I'm going to use tongs to kind of help flip it around. So you're just going to get this pork chop nice and covered. And then you're just going to shake off the extra. And then you're going to dip it into the egg. Coat both sides. And again, just drip off the excess. And then place inside your breadcrumbs. And there you go. And this is how it should be breaded and looking. And you're going to repeat that step for all 4 pork chops. And now you're going to set that right into your oven. Ooh. If your oven doesn't try to attack you. Oh wait, let me make sure. Pretty sure I think that's all that's all we gotta do. You can spray it with a nonstick. Just a little bit. And then put it on in. And it's gonna be cooking for about 22 minutes. So we'll go ahead and check on that in about 20 minutes and see how it's doing. Okay, the pork chops are getting about done. They're starting to smell off and smell really good. So we're gonna go ahead and get the rice started. For this, you're gonna just need some water and butter. Your stove at about 8 because you do want to start getting the rice to actually cook. That in there. And then I'm actually going to keep the butter out because what I usually will do is I'll put some butter inside the vegetables I'm cooking. Kind of get I'm not going to take a whole lot of butter. We're just going to use a little bit, about that much butter. And then you're just going to plop it in. And these aren't really a rush on them yet because it is the vegetables, so we'll go ahead and get that turned on a low setting and just go ahead and put a lid on, let it cook. So now that the butter is getting melted, we're gonna go ahead and grab I usually like to use a spoon. I don't really like using I have a liquid and dry measuring cup. That's what I always use. I got it. There's some of it inside my burner. I got it from a thrift store. I buy. Turn this on because something is cooking inside this burner right now. I don't know what it is. I have to go deep clean the stove later. So just get that window open enough to get airing out. Cook the rice until it's browned up. You don't want it to overcook and you don't want it to undercook. So you want it to have a nice brown color. The steam is hot. Now you're going to add your seasonings and you're going to let it come to a boil. And then after that we're going to let it simmer. I usually will let it boil for about a minute or two so that way I know it's to where it needs to be. You're gonna let that simmer until there is no more water. Check on our chops. Oh yeah, those are starting to look good. They're just about there. We're gonna kind of let them finish cooking while the rice is cooking. At this point, if you want, you can start getting your plates ready, dishes ready, because once that rice is ready to set and absorb the rest of the moisture, it'll be ready to be served. Everything else is ready. We'll go ahead and drain those peas and get the water out of there. I usually add another little bit of butter along with some salt and pepper to it. Give it a little bit of flavor. And it's just a waiting game for everything to get done. Alright, we got the rice done. It is currently set to the side to finish setting, so we're going to get these peas drained. The pork chop timer has gone off, so we'll go ahead and get these right up out of here. When they're done cooking, they should look like that. It smells great. Cannot wait to try it. Like I said, we're going to add a little bit more butter to the peas. Gotta give it a little bit more flavor. We'll add some of that. And we'll do a little bit of salt and pepper. And just kind of set the lid back on for a few moments to let that melt it all up. So at this point, you're going to be just serving and dishing it out. Let me get my wash. Don't want to come off. One or two chops, babe. They're this size. Two? Okay. We're just gonna go get these. Right. Set to the side side is still kind of warm, and you don't want warm stuff in our garbage cans. You don't need to be melting anything, guys. So from here, you're just gonna kind of finish serving and dishing it all up. The water should, or the rice should be all absorbed from water. So it should look like this. So once all is done, said and done, you should have a meal that looks like this. Got baked crispy pork chops, chicken and garlic rice, and some peas. If you do try this, message me, let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. If you change something up a little bit and it tasted better, definitely leave that comment, let me know. As always, if you have any ideas, comment below, let me know. I will go ahead and make it. Definitely stay tuned, because next month I did come up with a unique sounding recipe, and my husband even agrees it sounds pretty good. I'm not giving out really much details. It's just going to involve chicken and potatoes. That's all you guys are going to know. You guys got to stay tuned. Probably the first week or second week of July, I will be making that. As I said, it's a creation that came up in my head completely. I do not know how it's going to turn out. I do not know measurements of anything as of now. So it is going to definitely be an interesting journey that day trying to get it. So definitely stay tuned. And I hope you enjoy this recipe and have a great day. This is Gourmet Galaxy.